What's happening, Rancho kids? It's me, Mr. Ryan, and it's just me. I mean, Miss Carrie's not hiding somewhere. We're not doing one of our shticks, you know, where we pretend like I'm not there, she's not there. She's actually not here. She is home with her kids, helping them with school. It's really gonna be a weird video this week because it's not the same without her. We play off each other, it's fun that way, but this is part of where we're at. This is part of the world we're in right now. We got to adjust and we got to adapt. Now I'm gonna tell you guys right now, this show is different not just because Miss Carrie's not here, but because we're forced to, as the old people would say, talking about like your parents and my parents, although I'm probably old enough to be your parent. Oh my goodness, I am old enough. Anyway, here's the deal. We're gonna have to go back to the drawing board for a little while when it comes to the Rancho Kids Show, which means we have to rethink how we do it because I can't be hanging out with Miss Carrie right here talking like we used to. We gotta find ways to do it where we can still entertain you, where we can still have fun, and we can still share church service online. So this week, it's just me, but we're still gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna start with the game. So kids, the game this week, I hear it from all sorts of people all the time. Their favorite game is the word picture puzzle game, where I show you pictures, you have to combine them into words and sentences, and we're doing a Christmas themed one. So good luck, because I'm telling you, I put a lot of time into this. My brain hurts after doing it, and I think your brain is gonna hurt after trying to solve these puzzles. So go ahead, we still have Davito, we still have his ability to roll things, so 1, 2, I don't have to count because it's just me. Roll it, Davito!
How's it going there, kiddos? It's me, your friend, Martin Q. Snodgrass. But, as always, go ahead and call me Marty, because I bring the party. Okay, now listen, it's holiday season. It's Christmas time, right? So the game today is going to be Christmas themed, and it's going to be your favorite game, kiddos. The one where we take the pictures and we add them together into words. I know it's a real doozy, but put your thinking caps on, because here it comes. Here's round one, kiddos. Boy, why didn't you go ahead and start off with the easiest one imaginable, right, kids? I mean, clearly that's a can plus the letter D and a cane, making it candy cane. Okay, that was a little baby step for you. Here's round two, kiddos. Good luck. Okay, let's work our way from left to right here. We've got ourselves a cook, not a chef. That's a cook there. And a cook plus a key and then some sand and milk. Cook, key, sand, milk. Cookie, sand, milk. Cookies and milk. I love everything about that. That's fantastic. Okay, kiddos, round three coming at you. All right, we're rolling now, kiddos. Let's get into this one and see what we got here. It's a knight up there at the top, a knight in his shining armor. So knight plus a B and the number 4. And that's Chris Pratt, the movie star. So, but we're not saying Pratt, it looks like, just Chris. So knight, a B4, a Chris, and then, wait, that arrow didn't hit. That was a miss. So knight before Christmas. Oh, I love that poem, song, thingamajiggy. Up next, let's go. Okay, in the upper left here, kiddos, we're looking at a knot right there, plus some T, so not a T, and then an or, and then, wait a minute, that's N plus ice. I know what this one is. It's naughty or nice. You tell me, kids, which one do you qualify as? Okay, let's go ahead and move on ahead. Ho, ho, ho! Or I guess maybe I should just get rid of two of those and we'll just say ho, and then let's see there. That's Karl Malone from the Utah Jazz way back when. So ho and then Malone. Whoa, wait a minute. Kevin McAllister, I see you, buddy. Home Alone, the great Christmas movie. That was a good one. Let's see what's up next. I wonder what this one could be. Could it be a song about joy? It is a song about joy. It's joy plus tooth, and then that's Patrick Starr saying so that's to the, and then that's the world. So that's the song, kiddos. I was kind of, talking to the tune of it earlier, so it's joy to the world. And joy to you, kiddos, if you got that one right. Let's see what's next. Oh, all of a sudden I've got a hankering for a Wendy's Frosty, because that's what that is at the top. It's a Frosty. And then that's Michelle from Full House saying, let's see here, duh. That's not very respectful. Anyway, she's adorable, so she gets away with anything, I tell you. So Frosty, duh, and then let's see, that's an S plus a gnome, and then a man, so a snowman. Frosty the Snowman, that was a great one. Let's move on ahead. This one looks pretty simple. We've got an arrow that once again happened to miss, and then that's some chocolate milk that the arrows seem to say it's being stirred. So miss, stir, and then inch. Mr. Grinch, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. All right, kiddos, let's keep on keeping on. Looks like we've got our first minus sign in this one. So even though we start with peanut, looks like we're gonna go ahead and have to subtract a P. So now we're left with nut and then a cracker. So nut, cracker, and then that sheep, he's talking, he's saying bah. And then on the right and the bottom there, that's a Hawaiian lei. That's a lei. So let's see here. Nut, cracker, bah, lei. The Nutcracker Ballet. Wow, great work. So many pictures, kiddos. We better get right down to it. That is a chess plus nuts, and then we've got a rose, and that's the singer named Sting. And then that's Elsa. Oh wait, no, hold on a second. Never mind. That's actually Anna, and that's an open sign and a fire. So chestnuts roasting on a open fire. That's that song. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Okie dokie, let's look at this one. We've got ourselves an I and then a saw, and then that's a mummy. So I saw mummy, and then a kiss, sing, and then let's see here, claws. That's another song, kiddos. I saw mummy kissing Santa Claus. That's a doozy. Let's keep on keeping on. Okay, in the upper left, we've got the month of May, and then that's a king, and then, wait a minute, that is a spear. That soldier's holding a spear, and then, let's see here, those are Ritz crackers, and then, oh my goodness, that poor fella's eyes, that is bright. So let's see here, May King Spirits Bright, just like the Jingle Bells song, kiddos. Did you get that one? If so, congratulations. Well, of course, we saved the hardest one for last. Let's see if you were able to get this one. We've got a Y plus show and tell. So Y, tell, and then the letter F and an ant. And then let's see here, that's a gift, and then X. And then all that money, that's change. So Y, tell, F, ant, gift, X, change. White elephant, gift exchange. That was really tough. If you got that one, you're a genius. Anywho, listen, it is time for me to say goodbye. I'm really glad I had a chance to pop in before Christmas and just tell you, hey, I hope you have a great Christmas, a wonderful holiday season, and I can't wait to see you again, kids. But for now, I'm out of here. Talk to you soon.
I cannot believe I forgot. This is one of those announcements that's really, really important, so why would I forget it if it's that important? Well, here's the deal. Let me just pause the game. I hope you had fun. I hope your brain's hurt, because your brain's hurting means that you were challenged, and that makes games more fun. But back to the important announcement. Kids, the Rancho Kids show, the online YouTube show, is moving. We're picking up stakes, and we're moving to a new location. Here's the deal. For the last almost year now, we've been on Rancho United's YouTube page. That's our church and school's kind of overarching YouTube page. Now, here's the deal. We are going to our own Rancho Kids Zone YouTube page, and that's starting very soon. So if you want to subscribe to that so you can be ahead of the game, in the description below, there will be a link. Just click on it, subscribe. Next week, we'll be back on this page, Rancho United, but very, very soon, we will be on our own Rancho Kids Zone YouTube page, which is important. Now, you know what else is important is worship. Here's my thing. When it comes to worship is this incredibly wonderful, natural thing that we do as a response to something. Like when I take a bite of a really yummy steak, you know what I just find myself doing all the time? I just go, oh my gosh, this is so good, right? This is so delicious. And that's kind of what worship is. It's this idea that we look at what God has done for us. We look at who God is and how amazing He is. We look at His creation and we find ourselves saying, oh my gosh, this is so good. That's what worship is. Now, one of the things that we have at Rancho Kids that I honestly am going to tell you, I don't know anyone who's as lucky as we are to have the worship team we have, led by Miss Carrie, the amazing, the incomparable, the wonderful Miss Carrie, and all of her amazing team. You guys do such a great job of leading us in worship. You do such a great job of leading us into this place where we can say, oh my goodness, God, you are awesome. And we are so appreciative. So worship is right now. Get up off the couch, have fun, sing, dance, do it with your parents, do it with your siblings, and get busy saying, thank you, God, you are amazing.
Cool, are you ready? Put your one in on the ear if you're ready. Redemption crew, are you ready? Let me see your hand if you're ready. Water you turn into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. None like you. Into the darkness you shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Whoa, whoa. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome power. Our God. Our God. So are you ready? Redemption crew, are you ready? Are you ready? Reggae anthems crew, are you ready? And if our God is for us, then no could ever stop us. And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? And if our God is for us, then no could ever stop us. And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? Stand against. So are you ready? Massive and crew, are you ready? Redemption crew, are you ready? Let me see your hand if you're ready. Sing on! And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what could stand against? And if Jesus is for us, no one could ever stop us. And if the Lord is with us, then what could stand against? Stand against. Massive and cool, are you ready? Put your one in on the ear if you're ready. Redemption crew, are you ready? Let me see your hand if you're ready. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God.
what your hands have made. Without words, they're telling a story, and no one can hide from what they say. Day by day, night by night, they tell the world who you are. You are the God of the universe. The stars in the sky are your fireworks. Jesus, shine your
I'm telling you kids, worship, wow, right? Carrie and her team are just spectacular. So thank you, Carrie. I wish I could be telling you right here, but I can't because you're not here. And that kind of brings me to my next point, which is it's really hard to fill all the space. I mean, physically I fill lots of space, but verbally I also fill lots of space. What I'm trying to get at is this: I don't even know what to say half the time here because usually there's someone else talking. Does this mean I have to just keep talking, or can I just send it right to the message? Davido, am I allowed to just say, here's the message, check it out, or do I have to just talk in circles for a little while longer so that the kids, can fill up the time? What do you think, Davido? Wait a minute, I've got a green light here. I've got a green light. I am approved. Davido has given me a very big thumbs up, so let's go ahead and send it to the message, kids. This is our third message in the Christmas series. I hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, kids, there is something that I think maybe psychiatrists do that is called word association. And now this is a very fancy word. I know you guys are thinking, whoa, those are some high level, words there. But I'm just gonna tell you what word association is where I say a word and you just blurt out the first thing that comes to your mind, all right? So let's just give this a shot. Let's go, here we go, you ready? Nachos. How many of you guys said delicious? Because that's really the only answer. You just blurt out delicious when someone says nachos. But here, I'm gonna do something more in relation to the whole Christmas theme. Are you ready? Here we go. Peace. Now this one, there's a lot of ways. Some of you guys might have said, I don't know, maybe you went the opposite and you said war and peace, which is a really short book you should read sometime. Maybe some of you guys said cake, like piece of cake, or pie, like piece of pie. Maybe some of you guys said harmony, peace and harmony, right? There's a lot of places you could go there, but I'm gonna tell you right now that I could ask 1 million people to do a word association with the word peace, and not one of them would say the birth of a baby. I mean, seriously? I have witnessed 4 children being born. My wife has had 4 kids. I have 4 kids with my wife. It's amazing, it's awesome, it's great, it's wonderful, but one thing it is not is peaceful. It is just, there's a lot going on. And I will even say this, the life shortly after the birth of a young kid, like when you have a baby in your house, guess what? Peace is not a good word for it, because there's a lot that happens then. It's loud, it's because babies tend to cry a lot, and it's just a lot of stress, a lot going on. I have a really hard time associating the word peace with the birth of Jesus, because peace and birth just don't seem to go well. So here's the deal. How on earth does the Bible associate peace with the birth of Jesus? I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume it has nothing to do with, babies crying or things like that, but we're gonna figure out today what peace and Christmas have to do with each other. Peace and the birth of Jesus. Are you ready? Luke chapter 2, the angels to the shepherds say, glory to God in the highest heaven, and peace on earth to those with whom God is blessed. So there it is, that declaration, that claiming of peace, that the birth of Jesus is going to bring peace to this world for those whom God is pleased. Now here's the deal. This is a very simple, straightforward idea. The idea that when we trust in Jesus, when we trust in his death on the cross. Yes, Christmas is about his birth and Easter is about his death, but Christmas starts this incredible journey where Jesus would live this life on earth, where he lived amongst us, knew what it was like to suffer, knew what it was like to feel lonely, knew what it was like to be tempted by sin. He lived on this earth, he taught, he preached, he healed, he did amazing things, and then eventually he died on the cross. And this is the essence of where the peace that this verse is talking about comes from. Because of what Jesus did on the cross, we went from being enemies with God to being at peace with God. If we have trusted in the finished work of Jesus Christ, that our sin was placed upon him on that cross, we go from being enemies of God to being at peace with God. That is the wonderful, beautiful truth of the peace that Jesus brings. Now listen, I do want to tell you about another peace that Jesus brings, because it's not just about this peace that we have when we die, we get to go to heaven and live with God forever. That's not all the peace that God brings through Jesus. Jesus also brings peace for us right now. And that peace has to do with religion versus relationship. The religion that was taught for years and years and years was one that did not bring peace to people. Religion was this: hey, if you behave really, really, really well, then maybe, just maybe, you'll be good enough to be good enough for God. You'll be good enough to be good enough for God. I hope that makes sense. Now, here's the deal. That was religion. If you are good enough, then maybe God will love you. Maybe God will choose to allow you to have this relationship with him. There is a lot of stress that comes with that. There's a lot of worry that comes with that. Am I good enough? Have I had a good enough day? Have I had a good enough week? Am I better than enough people? I know that maybe I'm better than most people, but am I better than enough people? How good do I have to be? There's uncertainty and worry and stress. All of these things, uncertainty, worry, and stress, they have nothing to do with peace. But Jesus came with a different message. He said there's nothing you can do to measure up and be good enough. So stop worrying and stop being uncertain. I'm telling you for sure, you cannot be good enough. It doesn't matter if you're better than almost every one of your friends. It is not good enough. Jesus makes it clear in the Sermon on the Mount that we need to be perfect if we're ever gonna earn his love, which I know sounds kind of scary, but there's this incredible truth about grace that he talks about. And grace is what provides peace in the sense of rest, in the sense of stress-free, no worry. See, here's the thing. As a kid, when I was trying to measure up based upon religion, I was constantly uneasy. I was constantly worried. As an adult, I've learned what it means to rely upon Jesus' grace. The idea that it doesn't matter how good I am, I can never be good enough, but God loves me anyway. He sent his son to die on the cross, and now if I'm willing to trust in what he did instead of what I did, I can rest knowing that I have peace with God. And that rest is very peaceful. Now listen, I'm gonna read you the verse that I always go to for this. It's one of my favorites. It's from Matthew chapter 11, where Jesus says to the people, he says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest." If you are tired and exhausted of religion and trying to measure up and be good enough based upon your behavior, come to me. Let your burdens of religion and behavior modification, which is way too big of a word for kids, trying to control your behavior all the time to be good enough, set that aside, put it down, and come to me and rest in the fact that I love you even though you're broken. I love you even though you have flaws. Even though you have sinned, you are sinning, and one day you will sin. Even though all that is true, I offer you my love, my forgiveness, my grace, and that is where we can find peace. Not just one day in heaven with God, but right here, on this earth, right now, we can rest from all the hard work of religion. Kids, Christmas is about a lot of things. And as much as I can joke about birth not having to do with peace, it clearly brought a lot of peace to me, to you, and to the world. I hope this is encouraging. Can't wait to finish up this Christmas series next week. Should be great. I'll see you then. Take it easy, kiddos. I'm not sure if you kids know what a rivalry is, but a rivalry is like two sports teams or athletes that always end up meeting in the finals or having these intense games where they clash and these battles. These are called rivalries, right? Now, I did not know when I first met Miss Carrie that we would have a rivalry, but we do. It's a serious one. Competitions are not to be taken lightly when it comes to myself. I mean, you guys look at me like, okay, he loves sports, of course he's competitive, but do not be fooled by that. I'm just a little blonde lady who I never played sports. No, she's competitive. I'm telling you, she is very competitive, and we have had some pretty amazing battles over the years. But recently we had one that I happened to win. It was a ping pong battle, and we said that the loser of this battle would be faced with very, very uncomfortable consequences. They would be taken like a fish out of the water into a position that they are uncomfortable with, which in the case of Miss Carrie is baseball. That's right, she's never played. She said something about being called pitcher pettit, but that's just her, throwing out words that start with the same letter, thinking that somehow, validates her skill level, which it doesn't. But anyway, this video you're about to see is Miss Carrie trying for the first time, as far as I know, to hit a baseball out of a pitching machine. And I'm telling you, kids, it was pretty awesome. So go ahead and check it out. Kids,
okay, are you gonna at least let me get ready?
We're gonna set her up. She's gonna play, enjoy, because
I get a practice run?
For a while. All right, take it easy.
How do I know where it's gonna come out? Right here?
Are you ready?
Wait, is this right? Juicy, it almost hit my head!
Oh! Ah! Wow!
Was that like a home run? I wasn't ready!
You gotta be ready.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm holding it right. Okay.
Here it comes.
Okay.
Pitcher pettit. Oh, so close. You're doing great, doing fantastic. Oh, it was right there.
Is it too low?
No, that's good.
This is it. This is it. This is the
Bottom of the ninth. Final
This
pitch.
is the winning one.
Does this, she wins the entire game. This is
Woo!
it, Miss Kara, are you ready? Here we go.
Wait, don't I have to spit or something?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't want to. Okay.
Oh no! All right.
All right, now that was fun to watch. I don't know what it is about just seeing Miss Carrie struggle and letting you guys see it that makes me feel good, right? Just good. Now here's the deal. It was not as easy as it looked. I will tell you that with complete and total honesty. That machine, the ball's flying out. It kind of does this little rising thing. I cannot confirm this, but there is a chance that I might have tried to use the machine right after her just to kind of relive some glory days. And I might have stood back there and taken a few wonderful hacks, and maybe, just maybe, I missed as many as she did. I actually did. I'm really ashamed of myself, but here's the deal. It was still fun that we got that on film so you guys could see it. This whole episode has been just new and different, kind of weird way of doing it. I promise you this, kids. We are going to be back, 2 of us next week. We're gonna find a way to do it. We will be back. We will have more fun for you. Christmas is right around the corner. I know you're excited. We're excited. We cannot wait. But for this week, that's all we've got. Kids, take it easy. Hope to see you in person on a Sunday here at Rancho. Otherwise, we will see you on our Rancho channel and eventually on our Rancho Kids Zone channel. All right? Take it easy, kids. I'll see you next week.